All right. If you are a Moments hater, we're on the mansions now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I just reacted to the Moments track. I Miss You. I'm jumping into the Mansion album with the song Mansion featuring Fleurie. Yeah, so this seems to be like the more popular album for sure. So gonna go ahead and jump into this next. Again, if you're new to the channel, every Friday we are reacting to NF, and we are simultaneously reacting to the Moments album and the Mansions album because I've gotten conflicting opinions on where to start. So I'm doing them both. But first, I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Rowdy the Rooster. I react here every day on YouTube. 2 videos a day. That's the new norm. Expect 2. Maybe more if you're lucky, but definitely 2. And please, like, comment, subscribe, all those things. I really appreciate y'all. Let's get the NF Friday started because I legitimately forgot it was Friday. All right, let's do it.
Insidious is blind inception.
I don't know who Fleurie is.
All these questions. Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in.
Hang on a second. I gotta rewind it, but there is not a video for this song that I could see. I couldn't find many videos for the Mansion album or the Moments album, so I'm gonna keep checking each time I react to a song to see if a video exists. If I can do it, I'll do it. If not, then it sounds like NF wasn't making videos for these, so TBD. But let's roll that back, because these blank walls are my expressions, or something that she said. Man, that's a deep lyric.
My alarm and slept in. Inception.
Let's just go back to the beginning.
Insidious is blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Slept in.
I have never slept through an alarm. I know what you're thinking. Rowdy, you are the alarm. Well, no, sometimes others get up before me, but I've never slept through an alarm. I've also never hit the snooze button on an alarm. I know.
My alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank.
Broken legs, but I chase perfection. Y'all, I'm gonna pause a lot. A, I'm trying to break down the lyrics, and B, YouTube does not like reaction channels at the time, it seems. Everything is getting claimed or blocked, so I gotta pause it and try to fight the YouTube gods. Alright. Broken legs, but I chase perfection.
These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls covered in lyrics. They're all over the place. Songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs, and you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed, and you might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused. Now that's a room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all. I just don't want to.
Physically abused I don't know anything about NF's like backstory or history. I mean, it sounds like he was physically abused. If so, oof, that's rough. But let me know down in the comments. What is NF's story?
Physically abused. Now that's a room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all. I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank. I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just won't go down. Put me in the corner so you can see the fear.
Somebody NF's like growing up has definitely wronged NF. I don't know if it's a parent or a loved one. That's the same thing, I guess. But I don't know what his story is, but definitely he's dealing with some demons, clearly. So, okay. I think I might get a real good taste of Eminem. Oh my god. I just said in the last video you can't compare NF and Eminem, and I just called him Eminem. And if you're never going to see this reaction channel, but if you do, I apologize. I really apologize. That's my bad. NF. Thick bars. Put me in the corner.
Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Oh my god. Okay, I know I'm pausing a lot, but you put me in the corner, you bring me downstairs and you beat me. You're a room in my mind, but I locked the door. Or what do you say? Something that I locked the door and try to keep you out of my mind, or something like that. Like, clearly he's got some childhood trauma. Somebody, definitely a parent or loved one, definitely has wronged NF. And just the trauma that comes with that. I don't. Yeah, there is trauma associated with that for sure, and it's so sad. Another time. And it's never gonna go away. It's always gonna be there, but you can try to like force it down. Lock the door, keep the lyrics inside.
Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home, I'm trapped.
Broken legs, but I chase perfection. You know, not physically broken. I mean, I guess you could look at it as being physically broken, but more so, the way I interpret that is, you know, you've got people bringing you down and physically harming you or emotionally abusing you, whatever the case is, and you're constantly trying to get out and escape that. So you're like, your legs are chopped. You know, you're already at a disadvantage because you're dealing with these extreme circumstances from growing up. You still want to get out of it. You want to break that, you know, break the norm of your family. You know, you want to go to college. You want to go, you know, you want to be successful, whatever it is. You want to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we try, right? And so that's the broken legs. And that's really, really sad. This song is great. And the fact that it's called, it's a mansion, it should be perfect. Massive house, but you know, it's not perfect. It's a bigger house to store bigger problems. Or more problems.
And it's only inside this mansion.
Damn.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This room's full of regrets, it just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into, it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past. This is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment.
It's hard to look past it. It's hard to put it away when that's the same room that you're sleeping in. You have to still go to bed at night surrounded by all these problems. So as much as you want to like force them away, you're living in it. You're sleeping in it. You can't get away. No, it doesn't matter what you try. You're still, these issues are still surrounding you and there's no escaping them. Come on, NF.
I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mind. One of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my head. It gets sick off whenever I see it affecting my plans, and I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive. And at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
In city.
Oh, sorry. My dog's like right here. Oh, man. You'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I be able to clean the walls in time? Will I be able to, can you make amends for this memory and this person that's never going to leave? You know, all the therapy in the world, all the work you do on yourself, as someone who's in therapy, I can speak to this. It doesn't matter how much better you get, it's still going to be there. It may not be this big, it might be this big, but it's still there. It's never going to go away. The way I kind of think about it is, you can make it smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, but ultimately you're going down to the infinite decimal. It's still there to some degree. And can you make amends and forgive before it's ultimately too late, before that person, whoever harmed you, passes away or moves on or whatever the situation is? Can you make amends? Because ultimately, that's going to ultimately make you feel better. Come on, NF. This is like hitting way too close to home.
Trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Insidious as blind
I don't know.
deception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in.
Her voice is beautiful.
Slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's only inside this mansion.
My mind is a home I'm trapped in.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let.
Oh, man. I know I'm pausing it a lot, but this song deserves all of the attention and breakdowns it can get. He's building a safe room. He's building a safe place for himself. Mentally, physically, you know, it's mentally, it's not a physical thing. But he's building a safe place for himself. And you want to let people in there, but you're afraid that ultimately if they hurt you, then that place is no longer safe. And now that safe place is now damaged or scarred. And when you find that safe space, it's really hard to trust anybody once you've been abused so much, or mentally, physically, whatever it is, verbally, whatever. Whew. Okay.
For years, I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside. So I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not. Cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me. And I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching.
Yeah.
I'm not coming to the door. So
it's your fault if they hurt you. You know.
I keep saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know they shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem because I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position it's either sit here and let him win or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, that song was absolutely fantastic. Easily my favorite NF song so far. Not necessarily a song that you want to listen to all the time, but if you can relate in the slightest, that one's heavy. Man, kudos to NF. Kudos for making this. Kudos to Fleurie for being featured. Exceptional. Really tough subject. It truly is. And yeah, it's tough. And you know, as someone that, like I said, I'm personally in therapy. I'm not afraid to admit that. I've been in therapy for a long time. It's the best thing I can suggest. If you can relate to this song in the slightest, that'll be my suggestion. Or talking to somebody, obviously. But wow, fantastic! This is NF Friday. I knew it was going to be one of those kind of roller coasters of a day. So far, his songs have been, bangers, but also makes you really think. And I'm starting to catch kind of the vibe of NF, and I know we're going to be down this kind of, emotional ride on Fridays. But, we're going into the weekend, so let's start it off on a high note. All right, y'all. I really appreciate you. This is a longer reaction. Hopefully you don't mind that. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm Riley the Rooster. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'm out.